Hello everybody, this is Zach from Myshire Farm. Hopefully you can hear me. If you can, please let me know. And this is our weekly live Q&A here at Myshire Farm to try to help you with raising Ketonix quail. I'm going to get all set up here. Give me just a second. While I'm getting set up, if you would be so kind to hit that like button, I'd really appreciate it. And I am feeling much better this week, much better, so hopefully it'll go a little bit smoother for us. And I am up. So, thank you very much for showing up. Again, this is Zach from Myshire Farm. We do this every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with our live Q&A. And I try to answer any questions that you might have concerning Ketonix quail, and that's whether raising or hatching or brooding or selling or anything like that. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. We do a couple fun things here every live Q&A, and one is if you would like to let us know where you're from. We always give you a shout out from wherever you're from. And if you've hatched out any hatching eggs this week from us, feel free to let us know what the hatch rate is. I write that down and put that in our notes to update our records, and it's always a lot of fun to discuss it. At the very beginning of every live Q&A, I do an egg availability update. So if you visit our website at myshirefarm.com, you would notice that jumbo white wings, jumbo whites, jumbo wilds, and pandas are off the website right now, out of stock. The jumbo whites will be on our website Monday, tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you will be able to order jumbo whites again. The jumbo wilds and the jumbo white wings will be on next week. So I'm very excited about that as well. I do not know what day yet. It looks like it's probably going to be next Friday, but I'll give you that update then. So that's the egg availability update for this week. Also, I made a huge mistake last week. My mind was elsewhere. I was feeling like crap, but I said that we were going to announce the winner of the giveaway this week for the 18 and under contest, but it does not end until September 1st. So we will not be announcing the winner until next week. I didn't figure that out until I was looking through all the emails to find a winner today, and then realized that today is the 30th. So I apologize about that, but I do have very exciting news that we will get to in a little bit. It is going to be another giveaway. It is going to be an international giveaway as well as domestic. So there's going to be 2 winners, so I'm very excited about that. I will announce the winners later on, and that is, of course, once we hit 100 likes. So hit that like button for me, and when we get to 100, I will let you know what the giveaway will be, and we will announce the winner next Sunday at 7 p.m. When we do the egg availability update, and then I will also be doing a YouTube video tomorrow about our autumn ambers, and I will be announcing the giveaway details then as well, if you cannot stay. I think that is all the info I needed to give you. That's all I wrote down anyway. So we will get started, but before we begin, I hope you checked out our last video about the sex links. If you have any questions about that, feel free to ask. Please support our channel. You don't have to spend any money. You don't have to buy anything. Just hitting that like button would be more than enough for me. So hit the like button for me. Support our channel. I'd really appreciate it. If you're wanting to see more videos, such as the autumn ambers tomorrow, or things coming up in the future, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell. The bell will give you notifications on when we post new videos. Here we go. So if you have any questions, again, feel free to comment and I will get to them. If I don't know the answer, someone on here usually does. So we will start with Patrick Foltz. Says hello from Sparta, Missouri. Welcome. First one. Gary Gray from Central Arkansas. Welcome. I'm still recouping a little bit. I feel a million times better, but my throat's still a little scratchy. But look at me being all good and drinking water. Not the best water, but it is what it is. Hey, from upstate New York. Sup, Zach, from Frank. Everything's good here. Addie's Quail from North Texas is in the house. Chris says he can hear me just fine. Probably should have looked at that before I talked for 5 minutes, but thank you for letting me know. Verna Young's in the house and says hi. The like just before you asked. LOL, glad you were feeling better. Thank you very much. Chris Daly says hit the like button. I would greatly appreciate it if you listen to him. Ken Taylor from Central Indiana, welcome. Kasumi Rose from Western Tennessee. Pearl went into lockdown today. Good luck, I wish you the best, and hopefully you'll be able to join us next Sunday at 7 p.m. and let us know what the hatch rate was, so I wish you the best. Maria says hello from Bakersfield, California. Just ordered some jumbos on the 26th of August. We are excited. Wonderful. I'm getting quite a bit of jumbos out today through Wednesday, and then I don't know after that, but obviously we're going to be shipping quite a bit. But I did get a list to Jenna what is going to be shipping out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday this week, so she can start working on labels. So hopefully you will get an email with a tracking number shortly. I think she's working on that tomorrow. Verna says, I'm waiting for White Wings. White Wings will be back on next week, so I'm very excited about that. It really looks like well, I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't know yet. They're going to be available next week. I just don't know when yet. So you'll have to stay tuned for next Sunday to find out when. Cynthia from Hattiesburg, Missouri. I don't know what that is. Mississippi? Ew. I really have to do better with that. Sorry. But welcome. Susie, hi there from Lakeland, Florida. Glad you're feeling better. Thank you very much. I know quite a bit of you messaged me this week wishing me well and a full recovery, so I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Jessica M., I'm very excited to receive my White Wings on Wednesday. Jenna filled my order super fast. She rocks. Yes, she does. That's wonderful. Mike from Dawsonville, thank you for the egg. Superb packaging. Super impressed from that and from the size of the Pansy Fee eggs. Look like jumbo to me. They are quite large, but they're inconsistent, which is why I'm not saying that they're jumbos. They are averaging over 10 ounces, but right over that. I don't have the paperwork in front of me, but I'm pretty sure it's around 10.5 ounces is the average weight on our Pansy Fees. And the egg size is quite large, but they're very inconsistent. They do not hatch true, and so that's why I do not do that. But I'm working on it. And best of luck with the eggs. Aaron Brown, what is the best way to ship live birds? What is your process? We ship them today. We ship them after 3 weeks old. Once they're off the heat lamp, they are off the heat lamp for an entire week before we ship. We put plenty of food and veggies in there. And that's about it. David Gilmore says hello from Idaho Falls, Idaho. Thank you for your advice on pricing eggs. I'm selling 12 for $8, 24 for $12, 30 for $13.50, and a dozen pickled eggs for $12. I can't keep up with orders. That is wonderful. $8 for 12. 12 for 24. 30 for $13.50. Pickled eggs for 12. That's great. That is wonderful. Sorry, I'm just trying to do math in my head. Yeah, you're getting a great price for the 12s and for the 24s for eating eggs as far as that goes. The 30 for $13.50 it makes sense because you're trying to sell more. That's great. That's wonderful. I wish you the best of luck. Mike Johnson, hello from very hot South Texas. I wish I felt, well, I don't know. It's pretty comfortable today. Hello from Tennessee. Welcome, JR or Junior, either one. Verna says, hit the thumbs up, people. Absolutely. Please hit the thumbs up for me. Support the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Plus, once we get to 100 likes, I'm going to announce a giveaway for this week. And it will be for, there's going to be 2 winners. One will be international. One will be domestic within the 50 states. And it's going to be a fun one. So stay tuned. Frank says 50, 60 Jumbo Wilds. 13 didn't candle. I was so bummed. So 47 went in, 46 came out. And on day 17 exactly, no longer bummed, 92%. Wow, that is awesome. Congratulations. Oh dear God, I'm dropping everything. And that is wonderful. If you're new or this is your first time, if you let us know what your hatch rate is, I do write that down and put that into my system, and we update every week on hatch rates for the year so that we can better help you know where you kind of should be at or where those should be at. So that's great. 46 out of 50 Jumbo Wilds. That's wonderful. Congratulations. You did a lot of the work. Let's see. Billy Bell says, when crossing Italian with standard browns, which two to use and what color would to expect? Well, when you cross Italians and Pharaohs, you're going to get 50% Italian, 50% Pharaoh. And it doesn't really matter which way you do it. I'm assuming you're trying to increase size, so you would use Italian hens over Jumbo Wild males, but that's a long process. David Gilmore says, Zach, any recommendations on advertising eggs on Facebook? They keep canceling my ad because they think I'm selling animals. Well, I'm assuming you're selling eating eggs. Stop it. Thank you. I'm assuming you're selling eating eggs. So you could do Facebook Marketplace. They do have a couple of rules on how to post. You have to have a website, you have to have this, you have to have a farm page or a business page, so on and so forth. So you could follow those rules if you'd want. I would do something more like, I wouldn't do any pictures of any live quail, and I would do a post and start it with something to get everybody's attention, and that's usually where their algorithm usually pinpoint stuff is at the very beginning. So instead of saying you know, eating eggs up for sale or eating eggs up for discussion, you know, for sale, for discussion, all that stuff is tagged pretty quickly. So you could say something like, do you want to eat more? If you want to eat healthier and you want a delicious meal, you should check out Ketonix quail eggs. They're delicious and healthy for you. If you want more information, feel free to let me know and I'll be happy to direct you or something like that. And it's not really a sales post, but it's getting the point across. And then what you really want is you want to interact with customers rather than giving them all the details. So Facebook ads are perfect for selling the benefits of why they should contact you and selling yourself rather than here's the price, this is the quantities, so on and so forth. So that would be my recommendation for that. Let me know what you think and if you have any questions, because I kind of put that together in my head fairly quickly. Ola from Antarctica. That is really cool. Welcome. I think you're my first Antarctican. Is that what you're called? Antarcticans? Welcome. Let's see. Lisa says, hey, from Hamilton, Ohio. Welcome. James says, question, I am hatching 105 white-winged pharaohs. Several have hatched out all yellow, the rest brown with black stripes. It's really hard to tell what the white wings are for the first couple of days. The wings are just so small, so it's kind of hard to tell. But if you want to shoot me a text this week, I would say once they're about 5-6 days old, you should be able to tell right away. Both the white wings will hatch out, regular pharaohs and whites as well. Ken Taylor says, hatched out Jumbo Wild, 16 out of 25, 64%, better than I expected after an 18-hour power outage on day 4 in the incubator. That's great. Probably lost a couple, but you didn't lose too many, and that's wonderful. Absolutely. So not too bad at all. I need to write that down. Congratulations. In case you just joined or joined before I mentioned it, obviously multitasking is not my thing. Once we hit 100 likes, I've got a giveaway information for you that you will want to know in advance. Excuse me. So once we hit 100 likes, I will let you know. This one will be a 2-part winner. One will be international winner. One will be in the US. So that is exciting. Cynthia says, how hot is too hot for Ketonix? My quail room is running 85 degrees with AC set at 72. You know, Ketonix really, they adapt to pretty much any temperature. I mean, there's people in Texas that it gets to 120 degrees and Ketonix do fine. And then there's people in Alaska that it gets way below 0 and they do fine. They need somewhere to get out of the elements, which it sounds like they already have. You have a quail room, and really just circulation is really all they need, but they can survive. That's not a big deal at all. Chris Daly says, received my pandas 2 days ago, put 25 in the incubator yesterday. Wish me luck. Absolutely, I wish you the best. Good luck, and hopefully in a couple weeks you'll let us know what the hatch rate is. Jerry Alexander says, Zach, 19 eggs hatched yesterday around 10 a.m. Woke up to this morning and 22 more have hatched out. A couple are pipped. When should I move them to brooder? If I back up humidity and quickly remove them. 19 hatched out yesterday. Well, I would take, if the 19 plus the 22 are dry already, I just move them all now. Because you're not going to know. I mean, I wouldn't take anything out that's wet. But for example, my normal process is the 19 hatched out yesterday, 10 a.m. You know, you see it's full. I would open it up, take the 19 dry ones out, which means tomorrow morning the 22 that were wet are fully dry, and you know when they hatched is typically what I would do it. But you're probably not going to know which ones are which now, so if they're all fluffy and dry, I just take them all out. Hello from Bedfordshire, UK, Paul Walton. Welcome, thank you for showing up. I know it's very late there, so I appreciate it. Hopefully I'll be able to help you out, and hopefully you'll be entertained. What do I do about chicks that just pip and don't pop out? I have 3 right now that won't come out and had a few die from this. Usually it is a humidity issue on why that happens, typically. So I would increase your humidity. That's from the information I got. Charles McDaniel says, White Wing, 12 out of 30, SSC 32 out of 60, poor hatch rate was totally my fault. Humidifier shorted out morning of hatch day and I couldn't keep the humidity up. Sure. Let's see. 12 out of 25. I'm still going to write it down for the White Wings, and 32 out of 60. Nope, 50. 32 out of 50 for the SSCs. Let's see. Right around a 50% hatch rate. Yeah, right around a 50% hatch rate. If they're still in the incubator and you've been able to fix the humidity, I would probably leave them in a couple extra days and hope for the best. Because if you could get 5 or 6 more, you'd pretty much be golden. But I did write it down. Brad Clark says, howdy, all from Casper, Wyoming. Welcome. Waylon DeGraw, hello from Groton, New York. hope I said that right. Hatched 315 chicks this week. I put the tuxedos and mixes in on Tuesday. That is wonderful. Congratulations, and best of luck on the ones that are hatching out. Beth Reed says hi from North Central Arkansas. Welcome. Don Cook says hello from Oklahoma. Genetics question: are there gender dominant traits in quail, such as traits that are more dominant from the male or female? Not really, no. I mean, there can be, but it's very it's very hard to pinpoint. Not a little bit, but not worth breeding for, to be honest with you. John from Long Island, New York, welcome. Tanya from Southern Indiana, welcome. Your eggs went out on Saturday, so you should get them tomorrow. Or, wait, what's today? Sunday. Yeah, they went out yesterday. Jessica M, also watching from Sarasota, Florida, welcome. Making lemonade from lemons. Our eggs went into lockdown yesterday. I wish you the best of luck, and hopefully you'll be able to let us know what the hatch rate was next week. But I wish you the best of luck. Also, if you're new, remember, hit the like button, because once we hit 100 likes, I've got a huge surprise for you for people in the States and people not in the States. I've got a giveaway for both of you this week, so that's very exciting. So hit that like button and support the channel. Raquel says hatches for August, SSC 26 of 25. That's, can't beat that. Literally 26 out of, well, I guess 30 out of 25, but still 26 out of 25 SSC. White Wing Pharaoh 21 out of 25. Tibetan 27 out of 25. You're killing it in a good way. Jumbo Wilds 14 out of 25. That's not the best. Yeah. Still not too bad. Still, overall, great hatch rate. You're doing things perfectly. Congratulations. And I wish you the best of luck with the chicks and the brooder, because that's another whole process. Nerdworks from Colorado says hello, welcome. George says hello, Zach and fellow watchers. Fairfield, California here. Sorry I missed last week's live. You didn't miss much. I was sicker than a dog and was not very lively. And was talking very low because, well, I thought I was dying. But turns out I'm still alive. And no caffeine. Excuse me. Let's see. Les Warner from Boise, Idaho. Welcome. I just got a text. I'm wearing this because I came home today and my dog chewed up my hat. And I destroyed my Myshire hat. So this is all I got right now. I mean, I've got other ones, but this is the one I grabbed. Joe Robinson says hi from Hampshire, UK. Frustrated of lack of supplies. Well, hopefully you can join and enter the contest. And it's going to be a fun one. It will be for YouTube. And it'll have something to do with tomorrow's video. But that's all I'm saying until I get 100 likes. But I wish you the best. Beth Reed says, I have Jumbo Wild, second generation from your stock. I weighed some at 6 weeks recently, and they range from 11.4 to 12.8 ounces. Wow, that is wonderful. Congratulations. They are above, yeah, they're about, yeah, they're about 2 weeks ahead of schedule. Week and a half, 2 weeks ahead of schedule. So that's wonderful. You should probably be getting around 14 to 14 and a half ounce jumbos at full maturity at 10 weeks. So that is great. I tell you what, well, I will give you a really, really big inside look on a thing that we do with jumbos if we can get to 125 likes. But it changed the way we do jumbos, that's for sure. So 125 likes, but at 100, I still have a surprise for you. So hit the like button. Lack of surprise. Yeah, I assume lack of surprise in the lack of supplies in the UK. We obviously can ship supplies to anywhere internationally, so that's not a big deal. And we've never done an international contest, so that has been a big request lately. So I'm happy to be able to announce it. Nerd Works says, "Hey Zach." Excuse me. "Hey Zach, hope you're feeling better." I am. "I'll send you an email on the details, but my hatch was horrible. 5 hatch for my 25 to 30 eggs. Well, that's not very good. I will... Oh, I don't know what they are. Yeah, just send me an email. I'll get to it this week, and we'll see what we can do to fix that. Buster says hi from Oklahoma. Welcome. Cynthia in Mississippi. Aldo from Connecticut. Oh, that looks weird to me. Aldo from Connecticut, welcome. Buster, my 6-week-old jumbo started laying Monday. That's wonderful. Right around where they usually do, so that's great. Gary Gray says, could you do a slideshow of different chick colors? One day I will. That is actually on the list for this winter, because I really don't hatch out everything at one time, and keeping all photos and knowing what anyways, during October, November, December, I usually do massive hatches of just everything, and that would just be the best time for me to do it. Scott Rennie says, question, some people say quail lay an egg every day, others say 300 a year. What is realistic? Very good question. They do not lay an egg a day. I mean, I guess some do, but very rarely. The standard quail lays 300 eggs a year. That's the common standard quail. We're actually doing a playlist on our YouTube channel, Myshire Farm. Under the playlist, it's called All About the Colors. We're breaking down every color in jumbo that we have, and we're letting you know all the information about it. Average size at full maturity, average egg size, how to get the color, how long they lay. So for example, the average standard is they lay for 2 years and they average 300 eggs a year. Okay, well, some average, a year and not, if it's a jumbo Egyptian, it's a year and 9 months, and it's somewhere around 270 to 280 eggs a year, just from the research we've done. So everything's a little bit different, but you can check those out. There's, I don't know, 7 or 8 videos of the colors we've done already. I'll be doing another one tomorrow. Then you can kind of know what each color is. So if you've got Jumbo Wilds, or if you've got Italians, or you've got whatever, you can kind of know what to expect. So hopefully that'll help. Verna Young says, helpful hint, I posted the dozen eggs in a carton with the scissors on top with my price on Facebook. Had no problem, got a regular customer farming them. That's great. Mike says, while breeding colors such as gold Manchurians, German pastels, or even trying to carry on the blue egg laying Celadon line, is it necessary to put a common male over the hens like Schofield's? While breeding colors such as golden Manchurians, German pastels, or even trying to carry on the blue egg laying Celadon line. Well, the blue egg Celadon, no, you don't want to use anything but Celadons. That would be a horrible, horrible idea. And the males are more important than anything else with the Celadons. Well, males are pretty much more important in every color. Is it necessary to put a common male over the hens like common, okay, you're talking about Pharaoh. Yeah, but probably every 3 generations. It doesn't hurt. It really depends on your breeding program. But it doesn't hurt. And if that's part of your breeding program to introduce, Pharaoh males every 2 generations, just to get a little bit of different blood in there, that's not a bad idea. Nate Payne says, hey Zach, sitting in New Mexico this week. Welcome. Glad you could show up. To live is to suffer. That's sad. Hello from Colorado. What's the best way to store eggs for hatching while collecting them over several days? I really just recommend room temperature. I mean, a lot of people do a lot of different stuff, but room temperature, you know, set them on your counter in the kitchen, pointy side down. Really not that big. They don't need a lot. Jacob says, was it weird that I got a Pharaoh hen with a sex-linked batch Egyptian Pharaoh? No. Well, it's uncommon. About 1% of the time. I just did a sex links video, and about 1% of the time you'll get one that hatches out opposite of what it should. But not very common. Or not, it's not very common, but it's not crazy either. It would be crazy if you had like 5 of them hatch out the different color. But one of them is about 1 out of every 100. For Shizzle Farm says hello again from Washington State. Welcome. Heather from Northeast Ohio. Welcome. Carrie says hi from Cassville, Missouri. I just got started with Jumbo Wilds and I'm so glad that I found you. I'll be ordering eggs for hatching next month to diversify my flock. That is great. Good luck, and I hope you have a lot of fun and success doing so. Before I go on, I'm going to take a drink. But before I go on, remember when we hit 100 likes, I've got a huge announcement, surprise for everybody. Also, if we can get to 125 likes, I'm going to give you a really cool breeding tip, breeding Jumbo Wilds. Or any jumbo for that matter. So hit that like button. And support the channel because you want to. I don't care why you hit it, just hit it. Let's see, Dan Sharp says, please do more color videos. They are great. If you ever find out how to make a pansy, or if anyone here knows, please let me know. Pansies are kind of difficult to do. It's a long process. It's about a 3 different type of quail process. You need Tibetans, you need Italians, and you need Pharaoh, is the 3 you need. Do you have a problem with pasty butt, and how do you manage the issue on a big scale? I do not have a problem with pasty butt. You know, in all the years, I only remember like probably less than a handful. So I am not very familiar with pasty butt. I know what you're talking about, but we've never really struggled with that. So I don't really know the cause of it. It's never really been a concern for me. But if somebody does know or has experienced it before, feel free to comment. I forgot what I was saying. I noticed that we got over 100 likes, so I appreciate that. And then my mind was just going, and I got sidetracked. Okay, so I am going to stop there. So the giveaway. Remember, if we get to 125 likes, I'm going to give you a really cool tip on breeding jumbos, which will be fun, so hit the like button still. But we're doing a giveaway starting tomorrow. Wow, I've got hiccups and they just keep coming back. All right, so the giveaway is going to be about the video tomorrow. I'm going to be posting a video about the autumn ambers. In that video, comment only on YouTube, because I'm going to post it on Facebook as well. But comment on the YouTube video. All you have to comment is what your favorite color is out of all the Ketonix quail. That's all you got to do. And let us know what state or country you're from. Because there's going to be an international and then a... why can I not think of the word? I said it like 5 times already. There's going to be one for the 50 states contest, and there's going to be an international contest. So there's going to be 2 winners for the contest tomorrow. So all you have to do is watch the video and then comment on the video, my favorite color is blah, 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 and I'm from the UK. I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. I'm from Antarctica. I'm from Missouri. I'm from wherever. I think you get the point. and we got quite a bit of people watching. So I will let you know what the contest winners will receive, but you got to help me out. You know, it's a give and take thing with me. So when we get to 130 likes, I will let you know what you would win. It'll be two different things. The winners for the international contest will be supplies of your choosing. The one that wins in the States will have a choice on supplies and or hatching eggs. So that'll be very exciting and a really easy contest to do. I hope you like the contest. Let me know what you think of the contest, you know? Let me know if you like that idea or not. And remember, when we get to 120 likes, what'd I say, 130? Yeah, 120 likes, I'm gonna give you a breeding tip, raising jumbos, and at 130 likes, I'll let you know what the winners will receive. Even though I kinda already did. Can't shut up sometimes. Anyways, also, before I forget, I went to AT&T, which is where my phone service is through, and I was gonna get a new phone, and they have this new Galaxy phone. I have iPhone, but everything I have is Apple, which is, that was a horrible mistake, but now we've got the desktop, that's Apple. I mean, it's old, but it's still Apple, and we've got the iPad that I got last year that's Apple, and Jenna's phone's Apple, and my phone's Apple, and you know, I can share her information pretty easy. Anyways, I need to stay with iPhone, even though I really don't want to. But the camera, the processor, everything about this Galaxy phone was like much better. So I was like, you know, I don't know what to do. And they're like, well, why don't you get two phones, one work phone, one non-work phone. I'm like, I don't want to pay $40 a month for another phone. Like, that's stupid. So anyways, they said, well, I mean, you could always wait until mid-September. And I'm like, what? What's happening in mid-September? The new iPhone's coming out. And with a 2-year contract, you only have to pay like $150 for the new phone. I was like, well, how much is the newest iPhone that you have now? They're like $550. I'm like, so if I wait till mid-September, I get a brand new phone that's better for a fraction of the cost. And they're like, yeah. I'm like, I can keep my phone. It's not a big deal. But I will be getting a new phone next month. So hopefully the quality of the videos that I do will be much better. Hopefully the picture will be much better. And hopefully I'm hoping that it comes out with 5G, which means the streaming will be much easier for you to follow as well. So whatever, I'm biting the bullet. But it's for you guys, just so you know. Remember, 120 likes, I'm giving you a breeding tip. 130 likes, you get another surprise. So hit the like button. Plus, it supports the channel and makes me feel better about myself. So you always want to do that. What resources did you use to learn about quail breeding and genetic traits? Wanting to learn about cost and percentages to expect from hatches. A lot of our own research, a lot of mistakes, a lot of people. I mean, as much information as we could get. Anybody that wanted to talk, we talked. Some people we learned not to talk to, and some people we learned to trust. Anything that anybody said, we tested it here, and if it proved true, then you know, we would continue the process. And if it didn't, then we didn't. But we've talked to a lot of people from the UK. We've talked to a lot of people in Egypt, Israel. We've talked to, you know, some of the major breeders here. We were lucky enough to talk to 2 or 3 major breeders that had been in it for 40, 50 years before they retired. That helped a lot. We're still really close to somebody that's been breeding since 1968. And so we've taken a lot of that information, and we've hatched out hundreds of thousands of quail. I mean, could it be getting to the millions? It could be. I could be getting close to 1 million. I have no idea. I wouldn't know how to track. I would never know. but we've hatched out a lot. We consistently have 5,000 quail at all times, and we've been doing that all year. Last year was about 3,500, and the year before that was 3,500. I mean, we've been raising quail for a while, and we have quite a bit of them. So we do a lot of research. We pay attention to the quail. So a lot of stuff. We're at the 120. I tell you what, I'm gonna go through 10 comments so that I'm not super behind, and then I will do the breeding tip. Remember, when we get to 130 likes, I got another surprise, so hit the like button. Bubba says, hello from North Carolina. My question is, at what age can you sex the quail? Well, if they're sex links, on day 1. If they're feather sexable, usually 3 weeks. And if they're not feather sexable, you need a vent sex, and that's anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks. If you've done it before, you're familiar with it, 6 weeks. If it's your first time or your first 10 times, usually about 7 to 8 weeks. You'll need them to be a little bit more mature to know. That's 1. Hilltop Outdoor says, hi Zach, how's Papa? Doing well, haven't seen him in a while. All new videos from him coming soon. Any new videos from him coming soon, Pizza Oven. Yeah, on my list this week, which I honestly know, this week is going to be a huge week with, I'm moving all the birds in the barn for next year. I'm revamping everything to increase production next year, getting some more cages. I mean, we're revamping anyways. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I will not have my phone. I'm going to have my headset in, and George and I are just going to go to town on this quail barn. But I do need to get that uploaded. But other than that, I don't think anything else is coming anytime soon. Jay Joseph says hi from the Caribbean. Welcome. Thanks for showing up. That was 3. How many quails per square foot is a comfortable amount? I recommend 3.5 quail per square foot for standard, 3 quail per square foot for jumbos, which Verna already answered. Carolyn says, hello from Conroe, Texas. I think I said that correctly. Welcome. I'm glad you made it. Dawson Pope says, how do you get Tuxedo Ketonix quail? You could buy them from us. That would be fun if you want to try that. But if you want to make your own, I completely understand. And the best way to do it is, and remember, it's not, this is not a one-time hatch. You know, you gotta hatch, and then you gotta raise those and breed those, and then you gotta, you know, it's multiple generations to get there. This is not a one-time deal. But with that being said, typically the best way to do it is to use the colored quail male over white hens. So you're gonna have 5 white hens and 1 male that is Italian or Egyptian or Tibetan, Rosetta, Scarlet, whatever you want to make tuxedos with. That was 4. Gay X says, hi from Colorado. Walking through the pen today, saw several massive hens. Have to get them weighed. They are from Myshire eggs, hatched about July 14th. That would be wonderful, and I would be very interested in knowing. So that's great. Let me know. Shout out from Tifton, Georgia. Welcome. Just incubated 18 eggs. First time doing it. Excited. That's great. Congratulations. I wish you the best. Rit from Salt Lake City. Welcome. George, I watched it later. Glad feeling better. Fire's been crazy here. I completely understand that. I have 14 out of 25 of my personal jumbos hatched out so far. We'll update more after all done. That's great. Good luck. Chris says, is there a good user-friendly online resource that has information on Ketonix quail genetics that you can recommend? There's not. Not that I know of. Unfortunately. Sorry. That was 7. Blackberry BRT says, hi from upstate New York. When will you have Jumbo Wild Ketonix hatching eggs available? Well, I will be putting the Jumbo Whites on our website tomorrow at 1 p.m. if you missed that. Jumbo Wilds and Jumbo White Wings will be going on next week. I will let you know the day and time next Sunday at 7 p.m. at the very beginning of the video. And we still have Jumbo Egyptians on the website. Justin says, hey Zach, y'all sent me 60 rare colors and we had 90% hatch rate. Great job. That is wonderful. Congratulations. Oops, 90% rare. Let's see, Eugene says, hi Zach, Eugene from South Africa. Welcome. Any update on international shipping? No. It looks like it's not going to be until December or January. I mean, I do have an update, but it's a don't do it thing. I'm desperate to bring your genetics into South Africa. I would love to help, but I want to do it right, and I don't want to get in trouble. So, Val's Homestead. Hi, Zach. My eggs I bought from you to be shipped to UK were incinerated at Perishable Goods. You refunded me immediately. That was a while ago, but yes, absolutely. I think that was right around when all this started going down. Last one, and then I will give you the hatching or the breeding tip for raising jumbos that I don't believe I've ever talked about before. Verna says, Zach, I'm keeping a log on each cage to know how many eggs I get. That way I will know the amounts per breed and such. Absolutely, that's wonderful. We do the same thing here. Oh man, my voice just doesn't like talking that much. All right, so here's a breeding tip for raising jumbos. All right, so the reason I thought about this is because the past couple of weeks on the YouTube live or text or whatever, a lot of people have been saying they've been weighing their jumbos, 4, 5, 6 weeks old, and they're anywhere from 9.5 to 12.5 ounces or larger, which is wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Now, with jumbos, you want to be careful because typically they'll start laying around 6 weeks old, right? Well, they don't fully mature and kind of level out as far as weight goes until they're 10 weeks old, right? So you really want to keep them on the starter grower feed. However, if they are producing eggs every day from age 6 weeks to age 10 weeks, you're putting a lot of strain on those quail to lay these eggs and not giving them enough calcium and fiber and everything to do that. Therefore, you could actually make them sick. Not always, but there's a possibility. So, here's a little tip. What we do with jumbos is we leave them on the starter grower for the first 10 weeks, period. When they start laying, ours usually typically starts laying around 5.5 to 6 weeks old, consistently. Sorry, got another text and I was trying to read it. So what I do is typically around 5.5 to 6 weeks old, a couple of them are laying. So let's say there's 60 in a cage growing out, right? And at 5.5 weeks, I get 4 eggs a day, right? At 6.5 weeks, I'm getting 20 a day. At 7.5 weeks, I'm getting 40, 50 a day, right? Okay, well, I'm putting a lot of pressure on those Ketonix quail to lay these eggs, even though I don't want them to, but they still have to produce all this stuff to lay this egg, and it takes a lot of strain on their bodies every day to lay this, and all I'm feeding them is a ton of protein and very little calcium, very little fiber, very little of the nutrients and ingredients that they need to lay these eggs and to be healthy and to lay them smoothly, right? So, there's a couple things that you can do. Number one, don't give them light. So, obviously, we recommend everybody gives the Ketonix quail anywhere from 16 to 18 hours of light a day, right? And be consistent with it every day. Turn the lights on, turn the lights off at the same time, use a timer. I don't care what you do, but that's what we recommend. Well, with our jumbos, we actually cover them up. And we don't give them very much light, a couple hours a day, right? Also, so typically it's about 4 scoops in the morning to fill up the feeder, and then 2 scoops at night when I'm done, right? So what we actually do is we do 3.5 scoops of the starter grower from age 6 weeks until 10 weeks, and then a half a scoop of the layer feed. And then at night, I do 1 scoop of layer, 1 scoop of starter grower. So then I'm at least giving them something. And this starts at 6 weeks old. Now, by 8 weeks, they're pretty much all laying, which means I've got to do something. This is when you want to supplement the calcium. This is when you want to add calcium to it, such as oyster shells. So crushed oyster shells works great for jumbos. For all the other colors, it's not that big of a deal. Wow, my phone is blowing up. Good Lord. I can't remember. Anyways, long story short, even though I made it really long, the breeding tip for jumbos only. So if it's any other color, don't worry about it. Let it ride. But for jumbos, they're gonna start laying large eggs. They need that calcium to produce the eggs and stay healthy, but you don't wanna lose any weight. So keep feeding them the starter grower for 10 weeks. Reduce the light as much as you can on them. If they're in the same place as your other birds, just cover them up. It's not the end of the world. Give them a little bit of light a day. You know, you don't want to let them live in darkness forever, but not 16, 18 hours, more like 4 or 5 hours a day. And then let them rest for the rest of the day. Let it be dark. That will slow down their egg production, which means they can focus more on getting bigger. So that's one thing. The second is at 6 weeks, maybe introduce a little bit of layer feed to help the ones that are already laying. By 8 weeks, just keep the starter grower going, but add calcium for 2 weeks. Then they have enough calcium to lay the eggs, be healthy, and they're getting all the protein they need to be as large as they can. Then you're not missing out on any weight, and you're keeping them as healthy as possible, and they're going to lay consistently and healthy. There's no L. There should, you know, it's not important. Healthy once they're 10 weeks old and they're on the layer feed. So that is my tip of the day for breeding jumbos, and to get them as large as possible and as healthy as possible. And I feel that with jumbos, we talk a lot. I lost my spot. We talk a lot about the size of the jumbos and the size of the eggs, and I don't think we talk enough about the health of the quail, and that's a shame. And I should do that more often. So I apologize. All right, getting back to questions. So if you've asked a question, I'm on my way. Remember, 130 likes, then I have a small surprise for you about the contest giveaway, what the winners will receive. But let's get going. Ken says, hello from Maryland. Don't have any birds yet. That is okay. Take your time, and we'll be here when you're ready. Oh, nope. Patrick Folt says, how do you know a Celadon male is Celadon? Does he have Smurf juice? No. You got to keep really, really good records. Really good records. Ezekiel says, hello, hello. Pete says, my 25 eggs I got from you just went into lockdown. That is wonderful. I wish you the best of luck, and hopefully you'll be able to join us next Sunday and let us know what the hatch rate was. David Moore says, 38 out of 54 Tibetan Tuxedo from Myshire, day 19, so possibly more. 5 not fertile, candled at lockdown, and dropped 1. Thank you. That is wonderful. Congratulations. I'm actually going to put 38 out of 50 because that's what you would have ordered. Tibetan Tux. But that is wonderful. Great job, and keep it up. Congratulations. Scott says, thank you. Your videos prompted the question all of the forums say. Egg every day at 6 weeks old, but then in real life, absolutely. It really just depends on the quail. We have much better records now, but for years while we were gathering all this, we always said between 6 to 8 weeks is when they start laying. The better our genetics got, the better our breeding program got. It's more closer to 6 weeks, depending on the environment. But yeah, that's great. Sorry, another text, and I've got to stop reading the texts. It keeps messing me up. I'm sorry. Thank you. Your video oh, I've already answered that. Or, sorry. Ezekiel says, sorry, Zach, 35 hatched out of the 60 you sent me. They are beautiful, wonderful. Ezekiel, if you're still on, if you could let me know what eggs you hatched, I would greatly appreciate it. I will write it down just in case you do respond. And again, I'll put the 35 out of 50 because that's what you would have ordered. But if you are still on, Ezekiel, if you could let me know what you hatched out or what you ordered, I would greatly appreciate that for the records. Beth says, do you still bring in new bloodlines with your established colors, or do you have enough stock for a low COI? We do both. I don't really bring in a lot of new blood. I have. The last 2 times that I've brought in new blood, they haven't met my standards, so I haven't used them. But we've got a really good breeding program, so it's not that I need it. It doesn't hurt, and I enjoy seeing, it helps the process if I can, but it's not the end of the world if I can't, but I am very strict. Not with ours, well, I am. I'm very strict with our breeding program, and not just with ours, but with anything I bring in. So I brought Jumbo Wilds in early this year and didn't use any. And then I brought in Jumbo Whites the year before and didn't use any, which was disappointing because the ad was really good. But you know, you don't really know a lot about people's breeding program. It seems as though that people are getting, oh, I'm gonna get in trouble for this. It seems as though that people are getting more open about their process, which is great, and I think that's wonderful. But there's not a lot of information as far as very large quail farms go, and what they do and things like that. And so it's very hard to know, you know, it's hard to know what other people's breeding programs are. And I've got, knock on wood, I've got a really good thing going. I'm really happy with our colors. I'm happy with our hatch rate. I'm happy with the health of our quail. And I don't want to mess it up because I want new blood in. I'd rather keep up with the breeding program and order, you know, every 6 months. And if I like it, it can go in. If I don't like it, then it doesn't. But that's a very, very good question. One of the best questions I've had. I can't pronounce the name, so I apologize, but the picture is a purple egg, or purple background with a green egg with yellow spot. I don't know. Anyways, hi. Oh, probably should have read it. Sorry. Hey, my name is Eugene. I have a small farm in Moscow, Russia. Welcome. You have a great farm. Thank you. I'm glad. I don't really understand you. You can make a translation in settings. I can try that. I don't know how to do that. I wonder if, sorry everybody, I'm gonna see if I have a settings button on here. Save mute microphone. I do not, but I know I have a settings once I post it. I apologize about that, but I'll look into that for you. I apologize. Val's Homestead says Vaseline around butt so poop don't stick. No more pasty butt. There you go, Val's Homestead. Thank you very much. Carolyn says good evening from Parkersburg, West Virginia. Welcome. Look, I know we're late. I'm not really in a hurry, but if you could, I really appreciate those of you that support this channel by hitting the like button, but not only that, but commenting, helping each other, giving me information, giving me feedback, being fun to be around. I really appreciate all that. I would really like your feedback, if you don't mind, now. If you could comment what you think of the YouTube live videos. Because I know I rant on, I talk a lot, and there's one way I think, half my brain goes, man, these people just want their questions answered. Stop talking, answer the question, move on. Don't exaggerate or explain it. Don't exacerbate the answer, blah, blah, just keep moving. And then the other half of me says, well, I want to give them a background on the answer rather than just saying the answer is this and then moving on. So if anybody out there enjoys these or don't enjoy them, I would love to know what your guys' feedback is. Good or bad, because I can't improve unless I know, and I do much better with criticism than I do praise, I guess. I don't even like that word. It makes me feel very uncomfortable. But if there's anything that you don't like, or that you really do like, or that you really appreciate, please let me know so that I can either continue it, or not continue it, or change it, or try to do something differently, and things like that. Because I really don't know how I feel about it. Because I've got a lot of comments here, and I go, man, I've been rambling on. It's already been an hour. These people are waiting for their answers. And then I think, well, but it wouldn't be great if I just give you the answer and move on and not explain. Anyways, I've already explained it. So if you guys give me any feedback, I'd really appreciate it, honestly. How many days can I keep collecting before the eggs get spoiled for hatching? I always do 7 days. I know some people do 10. I know some people do 5. I feel like 7 days is a perfect time. I don't go anywhere above 7. If I collect what I need to collect, I put them in as soon as I can, but no more than 7 days, in my opinion. But I know a lot of people say 10. It's whatever you want to do. I get the best results with 7. See, I did it again. I should have just said 7 and moved on. Jennifer A says, hi from Harrington, Maine. Welcome. Oh, I'm way past 130. I apologize. So we're going to do in a contest this. I'm going to start talking a lot faster so that I can get to everybody. That is one thing I definitely can do better, is move a lot faster. So anyways, I just get comfortable. Anyways. All right. We're having a contest. It's starting tomorrow. I'm doing a video, another all about the color video. This one will be about the autumn ambers. In that video, I will be saying that we're doing a contest. In that contest, we're giving away 2 things to do 2 different winners. One will be here in the States, one will be international. All you have to do is watch that video, comment on the YouTube video, my favorite color of quail is whatever you want, and I am from whatever. So if you are from Maine, you're gonna say, my favorite quail is blank, and I'm from Maine. If you're Val's Homestead, then you would say, my favorite color is, and I'm from the UK, or whatever. And then we will be picking 2 winners. Now, the winners, international winner, will be your choice of supplies for $50 of free supplies plus free shipping. You're not going to pay a penny, and shipping can get pretty expensive. So it's going to go for a week long. It's going to end next Sunday. I will announce the winner next Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our live video. So that's pretty big. So $50 of your choice of supplies for international winners, plus you're not going to pay shipping. So that's huge. The person in the States, so that I can make it fair and you get about the same amount, right? Shipping is not going to be as much. So you are going to get $100 of Myshire bucks. You can spend however you want. You can mix and match supplies and eggs. You can buy hatching, or you can use hatching eggs. You can get a bunch of supplies. You can do a little bit of both, whatever you want to do. So you'll have a $100 credit with us, and then the international people will have a $50 credit plus free shipping. So I feel like that is as fair as I can get it for both parties. So I hope you like the contest. I think it's going to be an easy one. So again, all you have to do is watch the video, comment, my favorite color is, and I'm from wherever. And that's all. And then I'll pick a winner. All right, so. Oh, I should have brought 2 waters. Wow. Okay, moving on. So, before I begin, I don't have any more surprises planned or big things. So, if you could just hit the like button for me if you haven't, and just support the channel. And even if you don't like me, or you aren't entertained, or your question wasn't answered, or whatever, at least appreciate that I'm trying. So if you could just hit that like button and support the channel, I'd really appreciate it. Moving on. Dan says, aloha Zach, is there going to be any progress on being able to ship and get hatching eggs through customs in Hawaii? No, not at this time. Hawaii is kind of like the international thing right now as far as hatching eggs go. It's probably going to be November, December. Or December, January before I'm going to be able to do it again. But I haven't gotten a lot of information about it, except for don't do it right now. Jason says, just wondering why my jumbo hens stopped laying eggs about 2 weeks ago. They're 7 months old. Did nothing different, feeding them a blend of 17.5% protein, 2.3% fat, 3.8% calcium. Need your thoughts. Make sure the 2 thoughts that I have as far as the information you gave me would make sure they're getting 16 to 18 hours light a day, and make sure they feel safe. So if there was a predator around, even if it didn't get to any of them, if they don't feel safe, then it's like a protective thing that they do, and they stop laying because they don't want their eggs to be hurt. So that would be my 2 options as far as what I know. David says, day 15 for us today. 4 of your golds hatched out, looking good. That's wonderful. Good luck, and hopefully you'll be able to visit us next Sunday at 7 p.m. And let us know what the hatch rate was. JR, or Junior, says, how do you prevent Ryneck, and how do you cure? You know, you can't really cure Ryneck. Typically, Ryneck is because it could be genetic. I don't really believe, I don't believe it's genetic. I haven't seen the proof to do that. I've put Ryneck quail together in a Wynola Ranch cage before and just hatched out those eggs multiple times, and none of them came out Ryneck. I don't believe it's genetic. I believe it's environmental. I think that typically they either grow too fast in the egg, and so, you know, their neck grows the wrong way, or the humidity is off, and so they're in the egg longer than what they want to be, and so again, it's inside the egg kind of thing. So make sure you have a very good humidity, and that should prevent most of them. I don't really have a lot of Rynecks. If you are having trouble with hiccups, try a teaspoonful of sugar. It really works. I had the hiccups for nearly a week before finding out the solution. Nearly a week? Good Lord, Gary. That would drive me crazy. Yes, sorry, I was reading ahead. Yeah, my grandma always gave me a teaspoon of sugar growing up. Oh, they're gone. Didn't even think about it. So I ordered, John says, so I ordered Egyptian and mixed. I have a big Egyptian male that just shy of 10 ounces at 8 weeks. That's great. Through the mix, I got some wild males that are 9.42 ounces. What's smaller than my Egyptian male? What? So I ordered Egyptian and mixed. I have a big Egyptian male that's just shy of 10 ounces at 8 weeks old. Okay, that's good. That will go in the breeding program. Through the mix, I got some wild males, sure, that are 9.42 ounces. What's smaller than my Egyptian male? Yeah, they're not going to be jumbo wilds. They're going to be traditional pharaohs that might weigh 10 ounces at full maturity. Now my female wilds are bigger than my Egyptian females, which is typically the case. If I want bigger birds, should I breed wilds to wilds, or should I use my big Egyptian as the stud for my big wild females? Now, I would do wild to wild if I were you. Just because you want them to breed true. So I would do wild to wild, use your largest males and your largest hens and go from there. Justin says, hi Zach, live here in South Texas and the heat index is crazy. Nights are at 80 degrees. How much light do I need? You still need the 16 to 18 hours of light a day. We have many small farms with their own herd and species of quail birds. We even have our own species, unique. My farm is quite small with friends from 50,000 to 1,500,000. That is wonderful. Congratulations. Verna says, Zach, what I do is put the largest males with the females. Absolutely. That's exactly what you should be doing. Phyllis says, hatch day, and I have 6 so far. That's great. Good luck. Hopefully you'll let us know next Sunday what the hatch rate was. John says, it's not a breeding program. It's just something to hold me over until your wilds are available. Sure. Sorry, I couldn't send it all. Yeah, I got confused, but then I read further down, and it all makes sense. I would do the jumbo to jumbo because you want them to breed true, even if the jumbo males are not as large as your Egyptian male, but I would put your Egyptian massive male with your Egyptian hens to increase size on them, and then your 9.4 jumbo male at 8 weeks is still going to make weight, and I would still put him with the jumbo wilds to increase weight and to breed them true. And then you're working on 2 things at the same time. Are there any colors that can create another color the first time they're breeding together? I mean, anything's possible, but not likely. Usually no. I mean, you could get a fluke every once in a while, but no, nothing that I can think of that's going to breed true right away. No, not really. Jay Joseph says, I have standard quail. The average weight is 10 weeks. At 10 weeks was 7.5 ounces. All right. Took your advice on selecting. I weighed 2 yesterday, 6 weeks and 3 days old, and one was 7.95 ounces, and the other was 7 point something. So I will have the jumbos before Christmas or even sooner. Thanks so much. That is wonderful. I'm glad we could help. So yeah, you already knocked off 4 weeks worth of weighing. So that's wonderful. Congratulations. That's great. Horton Creek Garden says, glad to catch a live one. Thanks for your continued support on your quail journey. Thank you very much for showing up. David Gilmore says, Zach, there's a reason why the new iPhone is only 100. Go Galaxy, much better service, photo, video quality. Either way, please research 5G regarding health for your family and flock. I will. I know, I really do want to do the Galaxy, but it's a lose-lose. Jay says, really, Zach? Only one favorite color? Okay, Golden Italian or Tibetan Tuxedo. We're in Southeast Ontario, Canada. You can let me know however many favorite colors you got if you can't pick one. I'm fine with that. But one will be enough to enter the contest. But if you want to enter them all, 2 thumbs up. Let's see, how much does your feed cost? Do you grow it yourself? We do not grow it ourselves. We buy it local. Harley's Game Birds and More says, hi everyone, welcome. Sorry, had an itch. Chris Daly says, do jumbo tuxedos exist? I never hear anyone mention them. I don't believe so, no. Not saying that you can't have some tuxedos that are above 10 ounces, but first of all, tuxedos don't breed true. They're never going to breed true, no matter what you do, because they can't. So that's one. And two, because they don't breed true, you can't keep up the weight. Tuxedos is never, how do I, tuxedos will never be a color that I work on with jumbos. You know, just like snowies. I'm never gonna try to have jumbo snowies. They don't breed true. There's no way. There's too many genes mixed in with it. Same as, well, no, I could do that. That's actually on the plan for next year. There's two examples. You can put a bottle of water next to it, not on the floor. How many birds do you have? We've got about 5,000 Ketonix quail. Harold Bates says, if you have sex-linked, is it possible to breed them in reverse and still get sex-linked as in a male wild oat? No. You can only do the roux de lutte hen. Nope. Shoot. You can only do the roux de lutte male over the opposite hen to create sex-link. If you do Egyptian hens over Pharaoh males, you're going to get 50-50, and they will not be sex-linked. You'll have to feather sex them at 3 weeks old. And I know that from experimenting. Val's Homestead, slow and steady wins the race with the bigger birds. I follow a similar regimen as you. I've got some of my original eggs hatched 4 years ago. Health a priority. Absolutely. Colton says, hey, Zach, welcome. Isaiah? I'm pretty sure it's Isaiah. I hope so. Sorry. My eggs went on lockdown yesterday. None have hatched, but some move. Any suggestions? Humidity around 65 to 75. No, if you put them in on day 15, then they're not going to hatch till tomorrow. So patience is a virtue, sir. My birds also used to start laying around week 9. Some started laying 5 days ago. Some, so about 6 weeks old, so another plus. As they get larger, would the egg size increase? Thanks for the jumbo tip. You're welcome on the jumbo tip, and I butchered that entire question, so I apologize. My birds also used to start laying around week 9. Yes, when I started that as well. Some started laying 5 days ago, so about 6 weeks old. Sure, so another plus. As they get larger, would the egg size increase? Typically. Typically. Not guaranteed. Most likely. High percentage. Again, with Ketonix quail, or with almost anything in life, you really need to go with the percentages. So very few times will you ever hear me say always or never, because it's a percentage game. Very few things in life is 100%. Very few. And I'm talking 100%. A lot of things can be 99%. A lot of things can be 98%. Very few things are 100%. So there's always something. How damaging is inconsistent humidity during incubation? Pretty bad. Temperature is perfect. New incubator is making me worry. Thank you from Georgia. Welcome, Janice. Humidity is not as important as the temperature as far as fluctuating goes. You really don't want it to fluctuate more than 10%. If it's fluctuating within 10%, don't worry about it, it's fine. But if it's fluctuating from 30% to 80%, well, that's gonna hurt. So if you want to give me some more information, I can try to help you out. Ben Arnold, hi, from Michigan, welcome. Not talking to me. Ken Taylor says, with your new feed supplier, do you know the price tag when you're not buying in bulk? I have no idea. I've never not bought in bulk. But if you want to contact Jamie Benke, he's on Facebook. He would be happy to help. Patrick Folt says, when you choose... Wow. I don't know what just flew in my eye, but pretty sure it was a bat. When you choose jumbo whites from the breeders, do your birds that are pure white, are you okay with markings on their back? I don't use any markings on their back. I still get some to hatch out. It's a very hard process to delete. I really don't even like the black little patch on the back of the head. but I continue to breed it out. Verna says, I love this live video. We are here to help you answer as well as learning as others. Thank you very much. Faye says, I love your live streams. Thank you. Oh, must have been when I asked for your feedback. If you're still watching and you have not done so, please hit the like button to support the channel. I thank you. David says, love the YouTube live videos. Some of the golden nuggets come from the rants and tangents. Keep them up. Thank you very much. Ben Arnold says, we are here to hear you rant. I haven't done so much tonight. I guess I have. Some of the best things I've learned from you have been in your rants. Be you, brother. That's why you're here. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I gotta get another drink. Wow. All right. I'm just gonna say Junior because the R is little, so I'm assuming it's Junior. Your YouTube videos is what got me into Quail, so keep up the great work. That's great. Hope you're doing well. Jack says, these videos are priceless. I've learned so much. Not only that, but they're fun. Thank you for doing them. Thank you. Vowels Homestead says, I stay up until 1 a.m. to watch your YouTube channel. Think that answers your question. There you go. I appreciate it. Buster says, I enjoy all of your discussions. Thank you. Hilltop Outdoors says, these videos are top-notch, Zach. Love the human element. Along with the facts, keep doing what you're doing. Thank you very much. Horton Creek Garden says, love your rants and love the direction shows can take and the depths you take subjects. Keep it up. Be yourself. Thank you very much. Ken Taylor says your live streams are great. David says, I like the way you handle the live Sunday programs. Rant away. Thank you very much. Don says, your YouTube live is great. I learned answers to questions I didn't even know I had. Thanks. I try, and I really think that we all, okay, I don't know if we all, I have, and I know that a lot of people have a huge issue with thinking of one answer or one question and wanting that answer, but we don't dive into that question on why. When I was in sales way back in the day, probably my best boss I ever had told me two things, and I live by those today. But one of them was the 3 whys. You need to ask yourself, have your question. What's your question? Well, I don't know. What's the largest quail, right? What's the largest Ketonix quail? That's your question, right? Before you get that question, you need to ask why you're asking. Why is that important to you? Well, it's important to me because I want to raise Ketonix quail to raise for myself. Great, okay? That's 2 whys. Ask the 3rd time, all right? So, well, why do I want to raise them? Well, because this world's going to hell in a handbasket, and I want to rely on myself rather than other people. Great. Now run with that. I mean, answer the other questions, but run with that one. What else can I do to even be better? If this is important to me, if this is the foundation to my 3rd why, well then what else can I do to be more self-sufficient or be more reliable on myself rather than others? Well, can I raise Ketonix quail and maybe sell some, and that money can go towards more self-sufficiency or canning or supplying or, you know, saving for a rainy day or whatever the case may be, whatever your desire is or whatever your goals are. But a lot of people just get to that first question and then move on, and that's okay. And you know, ever since he taught me that, it really changed my entire personality and my entire view on things. So not all the time, but a lot of the times I'll ask why 3 times, and then I just get involved with something so much deeper that I didn't even know that was there. So anyways, there's another rant for you. Cynthia says, thank you for all the information. I have 3-week-old jumbo wilds that came from you. Gosh darn it. Thank you for all the information. I have 3-week-old jumbo wilds that came from a friend that I plan to use for eggs for my family. That has been so helpful learning about feeding and light. That's wonderful. Congratulations, and I wish you the best. Rashid says hello from Morocco. in North Africa. Welcome. I hope you heard about our giveaway for international. If not, check that out. The video will be tomorrow to enter the contest. GoPro AZ says, hey Zach, I had had a 50% hatch rate on Jumbo Wilds last week. 61 eggs, 22 infertile, 5 unable to hatch, so 34 out of 61 eggs hatched. That is great, congratulations. I'm actually gonna put 51, so 34 out of 51 Jumbo Wilds, or 50, not 51. 34 out of 50 Jumbo Wilds, congratulations. Verna Young says, keep explaining, it gives us more knowledge. Addie's Quail says, I make a point to watch every week. I love all the info and how relatable you are. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. If one thing that these YouTube live videos help me with is knowing that maybe I'm not alone in my thought process and I'm not so crazy after all, or I might be as crazy as I thought I was, but I'm not alone. And that's helpful. Val's Homestead says, keep doing what you're doing and stop apologizing. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to stop that, but thank you. I will keep doing what I'm doing. So as the first, I am retired. So as of the first, I am retired semi. That's great. Getting more into process of quail. Going to start taking much better records and such. How is or the best way to weigh live quail? Weighing live quail is never easy. You could use a basket. That typically helps, and put, you know, maybe a piece of cardboard on top. You'll have to find your own process with that. I don't use the basket. I find that it gets in the way. What I do is I hold them. I showed you in one of the All About the Color videos on how I hold quail. And then if you just put them down the way I hold them, they don't move. So I pick them up, I do my little thing, and then I lay them on the scale, and then they don't move. Is how I do it. But it's still annoying because I have to keep doing the same thing over and over. Organic farming, agricultural, there you go. Colton Frizzle says, love them, lots of useful information. You normally go on a tent rant and answer a question I didn't even know I had. There you go. You're welcome. Patrick Folt says, I love the lives every Sunday. Can't wait for them. I love the details and the rants make the show amazing. Well, thank you very much. What is the normal male to female ratio of hatch of jumbos? 50-50. I mean, it varies, but that's usually the average. The last jumbo, the ones that are growing out, I've got 2 to 1. Really? No. 66. Yeah. I'm pretty comfortable saying that. The last batch that I hatched out that's in the grow out pens now for our new jumbos was about 60 to 65% female. But there's been times where it's been 60-65% male. But the average is 50-50. John says, do you guys wash the egg, the bloom off before you guys boil? Jenna does, yes. Love your rambling and answers on the live stream. Please keep going. Please keep doing them. I thank you. Ricky says, I'm pretty sure I asked you this question before. What color do you get from jumbo browns? What color do you get from jumbo browns? I'm sorry, Ricky, I don't know the question. If you're still on, if I didn't bore the crap out of you, please ask again and I will try to answer. George says, I prefer the extra details, not some basic information. Thank you very much. Organic farm knowledge. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'll keep that in mind. Rit says, what did you do for work before focusing on quail? I was usually managing things. My last job was a multi-restaurant manager. I ran a bunch of restaurants at the same time, kind of like a district manager. Before that, what did I do before that? Oh, I was a multi-manager for a retail store. I ran 3 or 4 of them at a time, kind of like a district manager. And then before that, I was a multi-store jewelry store owner or manager. So really, I've been in like a district manager position for, I don't know, 12, 14 years, and now I'm everything, good and bad. Not talking to me. Oh, wait, did I answer that? Yeah. Charles says, your ramble's just enough to be entertaining. Thank you. However, the staring into space while you read text can be bothersome. However, the staring into space while you read texts. Oh, yeah. No, I get it completely. I really have to stop doing that. I wish I could, like, put them on a... I wish I wouldn't see them, is really what I wish. They just catch my eye, and I will try to do better. Feed yourself. Says, good day from Brisbane, OZ. OZ. I don't know where that is. I don't know what that stands for. I am now breeding and processing 300 jumbos a year from home for home consumption thanks to your YouTube videos. That's great. Congratulations. See, I just got a notification. Didn't look. I mean, I took the time to tell you, so pretty much the same thing. Frank says, I prefer an over explanation other than have to ask another question. Your videos are excellent. Don't change a thing except for the hat. I will. I'll buy a new hat this week. Biodiversity with iron. Whoa, you are really wanting to get into some stuff. I appreciate it. Susie says, you love of your quail shines through. Oh, I got it. I was reading it all wrong. Your love for the quail shines through in your videos. Please don't change and keep the videos coming. Thank you very much. Drinking water. Oh, well. Oh, wait. I think that's clapping. Yes, I am drinking water, no caffeine. When I get really sick, I don't care at all. So I was drinking caffeine last week because I just stopped caring. 28, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be getting into that. Mike says, love it all, thank you. Verna Young says, got my freezer, Zach. Will be calling the older quail and extra males that I haven't sold. That's great, congratulations. Many studies have tried to evaluate the nutritional differences between organic and conventional agricultural products. I do not have that information, nor probably will I. Verna says, at almost 9 weeks, my smallest male is 10.2 ounces. That is wonderful. Congratulations. Waylon says, how true should I expect the tuxedos to hatch? About 55 to 60%. The live Q&As are so helpful. All of your videos are. I ordered 110 feather sexable eggs from you last week, and I'm learning so much from your channel. That's great. Congratulations. I wish you the best. And I'm pretty sure I shipped those out yesterday. So best of luck, and I hope that I did ship them tomorrow or yesterday, and you'll get them tomorrow. Question: at what age do you think is most effective to butcher the new quail? I butcher at 8 weeks, just because they can get bigger, but the feed to weight ratio is not really worth it for the last 2 weeks. So I butchered 8 weeks, sometimes 6, depending if they're jumbos or not. Relations are between. I don't usually watch live videos because they run too long, but tonight I have the time. Well, that's great. Thank you very much. And they do run very long, and I apologize. Butcher regular quail at 8 weeks and jumbos at 10. That is true. If you want, that's true. My corporate, well, I don't have them anymore. My old corporate accounts that I did have when we did butcher, I didn't want to keep them until 10 weeks old because it wasn't cost efficient, so I always butchered early. And they got smaller ones, but they didn't pay for a larger quail. So, if you bred a scarlet with a scarlet, what colors would you get? Scarlet, tuxedo, depending on where you got them from. You probably could get a Rosetta. How can you tell if a hen carries a single copy of a Celadon gene? Yeah, you really can't, unfortunately. You got to keep really, really good records. Really good records. Couldn't give me a word in a second. Hi from California. I got the shipment of rare variety 60 eggs. What colors are usually included? Well, you could have pansy fees, sparklies, pansies, German pastels, SSCs, snowies, Egyptians, possibly pearls, maybe autumn ambers, growl fees, fab fees, or something in the research cages that I didn't put in that week. Not that you'll get all of those, but those would be the choices. Frank says, what colors do breed true? Good question. Wilds, whites, Tibetans, for the most part, scarlets. For the, no. I'm going through my cages. What's on that side? Yeah, nothing there. Italians, Egyptians. They're on the lower ends. That's it. That's it. The first year gives 300 eggs. The second year gives 140. Yeah, we switch out our hens once a year because of that. Wait, what happened to the drinking game? Am I on my own? No one said they wanted to do it, so I didn't push it. Have you found Celadons to be more aggressive than other quail? I have not. I've not seen the aggressiveness in them. A single quail can give 8 generations per year. That's pushing it. I'm from Ohio. Hello, I'm from Ohio. I go on lockdown Wednesday. That's great. Has anyone had a problem with the jumbo eggs in the auto egg turner and quail trays? Incubator. Oh, you guys are not talking to me at all. Sorry. If I want to eat the eggs, my quail hatch. Lay. How long can I leave them in room temperature or on counter before they are not safe to eat? We always, oh, sorry. Apologize. We are, it says that I went to 20%, so it froze up for a second. I apologize. All right, so I got to start talking real fast and no more rants, or very few rants. Chris Daly, if I want to eat the eggs my quail lay, how long can I leave them in the room temperature or on counter before they are not safe to eat? We always say 2 weeks. 2 weeks in the fridge or 2 weeks on the counter, one or the other. But if you put them in the fridge, they need to stay in the fridge. X3 is not talking to me. Hello, everyone from Vermont. Welcome. Good to see you're off the soda, Zach. Thank you very much. Water it is for me tonight. CK says, I've hatched 12 Celadon eggs from a different person. I had 100% hatch, but one chick was called. I couldn't fix the splay leg and curled feet. I had the 11 turn female and only 2 of them is blue eggs. Yep. I believe it. For weighing, I use a large plastic coffee can, zero out the can, then put the quail in. Can do that, sure. Not talking to me. Thank you on the weight. They're like little tweakers that helps explain. Sure. Yep. Not talking to me, not talking to me, not talking to me. Just staring into space. Keep it up as it keeps us on edge, thinking we might get a little tip and hint, though sad when we don't, but understand. Oh, sure. Yeah, that is one thing I definitely will try to stop is reading the messages, reading the notifications I get. Good Lord. John says, watching you read text are quite entertaining. Yeah, but really annoying for me and obviously annoying for a lot of you. Something I would do. Yeah. Jumbo hybrid. Jumbos are not hybrids. What is Myshire Farm? Myshire Farm is my business. Well, Jenna and I's business. And it is a quail farm. Also, why so many crickets? Yeah, there is quite a bit of crickets. I didn't know if you could hear those, but they are out tonight. Japanese quail, giant, Italian, large hybrids, large eggs. What color do you get from a jumbo brown other than browns? Typically just browns. Very, 1-2% of the time you might get a white. You might get an Egyptian, but again, it depends on who you order them from. As far as our experience, if you ordered from us, you could get one white, one Egyptian, none. I mean, it just depends. They hatch about 98% true. I did do a video you might want to check out on our YouTube channel, Myshire Farm. It's under the playlist, which is the third tab over. It says playlist. Under that, it says all about the color. You click on that, go to the first video I did. It's all about the Jumbo Wilds, and it will give you a lot more information about the Jumbo Wilds. By the way, I got 2 white wings and 2 white out of my last set of Jumbos ordered from you. That's great. Congratulations. Breed of the Ketonix quail is commonly known as the Jumbo Brown Ketonix. All right. Solid production birds, and yes, they are. Your video froze. Phone must be going low on battery. It did. I think I fixed it. I hope. I like the live videos. Maybe have a whiteboard hung behind you for announcements so late people know to rewatch. Ooh. I like it. I like that idea. The whiteboard. I'm going to write that down. Notification board. I actually have a whiteboard I'm not using. That is a great idea. Great idea. Congratulations. Great. Thank you. Zach, trolls are... yeah. I agree, Verna. Okay, so... I think that's all the questions, everybody. And I still have 17% battery left. So, yeah, I'm killing it. So, if you guys have any other questions, I just removed him. All right, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask now before I get off. I really appreciate all the support, and thank you, everyone. I had question after whiteboard. Oh, sorry. To rewatch for giveaways, could you put together a printout for how to breed for each trait? That is a good idea. I will put that down as well. I will, yes, I can do that. It'll be a while, but I will be going over that quite a bit when we start our breeding program playlist. We'll be actually, we will not be sitting down. We're going to be doing a lot of the moving around, so I can show you a bunch of different quails, show you the process, things like that. Right? I'm pretty sure. Okay, now I did it. So yeah, that is on the list, and I will get to that. Sorry, I didn't see that question. I'm sorry, Jacob. Chris says, good night all, stay safe, you as well. Beth says, thanks for all the info. What's your opinion on spiral breeding? I don't use it. I'll leave it at that. Let's see. Jennifer says, thank you. Have a great night. Thank you. You as well. Val says, good night all. Good luck with comp. Thank you for the competition. Absolutely. Check the video out tomorrow. But if that phone dies before, goodbyes. Night, everyone. Thank you very much. I have a few Tibetan. Are they worth growing out for eating, or do they stay low in weight? No, they get, I would say about 9 to 9.5 ounces. I'd have to look at my notes, but yeah, they're worth butchering for sure. David Gilmore says, I posted another ad on Facebook for eggs after you answered my question, but didn't put quail eggs in the title. Ad is still live. Good so far, just not as many views. It'll take time, and that's okay, but it's better to keep the ad up there than get a bunch of views right away, and then when they go back to it, they can't find it. So that's all right. Thanks, I'm ready to learn everything you'll share. Thank you very much. Verna says, good night all. Go Android, girlfriend just got an Apple phone, hate it. Tell her I said that. What was it? Are there other colors that y'all don't have? Not that I am aware of, but I don't know everything. Yeah, not that I know of. Thanks for all your help. Good night. Thank you very much, everybody. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for hanging in there. Thanks for giving the thumbs up. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. I hope that you were entertained. And watch for tomorrow's video. Next week, I will be announcing when Jumbo Wilds and Jumbo White Wings will be back on the website to purchase, and we'll be doing the giveaway for the 18 and under contest. Tomorrow's video will be starting the contest for this week for everybody, and I'll be also giving away announcing the winners for that next Sunday as well. So we've got a huge week planned and a huge next Sunday planned, so stay tuned for that. I hope to see you there. Stay safe. Yep, absolutely. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate you. And stay safe. Check out the video tomorrow. Good luck on the contest. And I will see you next Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Stay safe, everyone. Thanks.